What's going on, guys? It's Aaron with Drunk Scale Modelers coming at you with a gin and tonic in hand. We're going to do a quick review of the Airfix 172nd Cell Hinkle He 111. I built models as a kid. This is basically the first build I'm doing as an adult. I'm a huge World War II German Luftwaffe aircraft fan, and I'm new to the industry, guys, so this is just coming from a new perspective and hopefully relaying the information to those new guys jumping back into this awesome hobby. Now, this model gives you three variants, basically the schemes and markings for squadrons serving in Sicily, my favorite, the North African Front, and the Romanian Air Force serving on the Eastern Front, guys. This was a really fun build. I'm going to go with the North African Front. Obviously, this is a quick review of the skill markings. Great instruction, guys. Great instructions. I love the detail of the instructions for the new builder. Highlighted markings of pieces need to be inserted. They're the biggest struggle I had as my first model build was building the housing group for the wheel housing. So what I suggest is building that, setting it aside, not attaching it to the lower wing, and building the engines along with it to get a nice measure up with it before you throw it on there. Also, what I like about this model is it gives you wheels up, wheels down options. Give me a second while I take another sip of my gin and tonic. Also, too, I did struggle with the propellers and the engines once again, trying to get those mashed up, and I ended up gluing them together where they don't spin. I didn't know if that was intention.
Alright guys, like I said before, I am bringing this hobby back into my life, so this is technically my first build. I didn't bother trying to paint it or detail it. I just wanted to get a kit together. But also too, I wanted to show you guys the seams. This was a fucking really fun kit to build. Give you the two options to shave off the top or rear gun, open or close canopy, and the same with the cockpit. I don't know if you can see here too. It does have decals for the cockpit here. I did struggle putting the canopy together, guys. I would suggest putting the canopy whole together, then putting on the plane. Also, like I said in the instructions, as you can see, the engines, there's some pretty big gaps. Remember, I'm a new builder, but I would suggest taking the internal wheel housings and building them with the engines before attaching them to the wings. There was some gaps here, obviously. You know, I struggled a little bit. The weird thing is, guys, is that there was a lot of spare parts, different windows, obviously for different variant models of this aircraft, but it didn't state that in the instructions. But like I said, it was a fun build. I actually dropped this right before filming this, so I had to glue a bunch of shit back on there. I would suggest as well, guys, is when building this, in the instructions, it has you putting the bottom canopy in machine gunners. Don't do that. Leave that separate because it makes it a pain in the ass to put the rest of the shit together as well. But I just want you guys to see the seams. Some of the stuff matched up really good. Some of it didn't. So for all your pros, you're probably cringing right now. But for your beginner guys, it was fun. Okay, guys, what I was confused about was there were extra bottom canopy windows, but it didn't state what they were used for. Now, if you guys know, or I'm missing something, or I'm too fucking drunk right now, put comments in below. Let us know what we're missing. You know, this is for the new modelers. Also, to the windows that go on the side, I had to literally shave the shit out of them to get them in, and you can still see they still protrude somewhat, and I have a gap. Remember, I'm new, guys, so I was using my, to me, extra thin cement to try to push them in there. Also, too, which is really weird, is what the fuck are these things right here? They're not in the instructions at all. So I don't know if they were bomb compartments, internal, or what, but these fucking things are not even in the instructions. So what the fuck? So I put together some of the torpedoes just to see everything put together. Obviously, I went wheels up, so the wheel housing group. But other than this, guys, it was a fun build. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start dicking around with paint. Sorry. I'm going to start dicking around with some paint on this and practice. The biggest thing for me as a new builder, I just want to get these models together, see how they seem, use this as a beta test for when I get my new airbrush and paint before I start getting into some of my other bigger kits. So, like they say, you know, practice makes perfect, or perfect practice makes permanent, or does it? Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm Aaron, Drunk Scale Modelers, and obviously I'm drunk and I'm slurring, so I am out.